We're going to start some examples of strings again. And today's program is what is that? I may forget that. Name is Pangram. What is that Pangram means? First of all, what is the Pangram? Pangram means if I am going to give some string like this, a big string like this, we are going to check in that string it contains some A to Z, all the characters, all the alphabets, A to Z. Then it is going to be called as a panagram. For example, it is going to be A, B, C, D, F, up to Z. For example, that is not mandatory in order. We can do it anything. For example, I am giving some string here. Quick. Brown fox, brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. For example, like this. This is the string like this. Just observe here. This is the string. In this string, if you observe all the characters A, B, C, D, A. It is B, C, D, E, F. Like this, all the characters, all the alphabets are covered using this string. Then this is called as a pangram. For example, if I missed this lazy like this, then Z is not and Y is not there, right? Then this is not a pangram. Now I am going to write how I am going to write this one. First of all, I am going to write very simply stdio.h. The next one is I am going to include my own header file strings.h, and I am going to write int main of. Just simply I am going to read only one string, right? I am going to read only one string. Str of some 100. I am going to read that string /n -s, str. I'm going to read only one string. I'm calling one function is panagram of str. That's it, simple. If it is okay, I'm going to print gram. If it is not true, it is going to be like this. Simply I'm going to read one string. And I'm going to check is it panagram or not. Simply it is going to be written 1 or 0. If it returns 1, it is panagram. If it is 0, it is not a panagram. This is the function call, right? This is the function call. Simply. Moving into strings.h, I will explain here my approach, how I am going to find is it panagram or not. It is going to be written integer, right? It is going to be written integer 1 or 0. Panagram of I am going to write char star str. This is the functional definition signature. We know all these things, right? And today's date is 23/09 and 2020. Yes, now I am going to explain what is my approach here. I'm going to take here E of 26, like previous example. I'm going to take with some like this, and that means I'm going to take all the zeros like this, all the zeros like this, all 26 as zeros, representing all 26 characters of alphabets. Just I'm doing that very simply. I'm going to change, if the character is A, I'm going to change it as 1. I'm going to change it as B, for example, like this. I'm going to change all the characters using this one. Using like this, I'm going to change all the characters. For example, after all the characters are done, I'm going to check this array. Is there any value 0? If there is any value 0, all the 26 values, if any one value is 0, it is not a panagram. If all the 26 characters are non-zero values, simply we have to represent that yes, it is a panagram. That is my algorithm here. Okay. For that, I am going to take here some I for iterations, and the second one is length is equal to. For length is equal to, I am going to take this one. Already defined it is. That is going to be string. I am going to find length is equal to string underscore length of str, and I am going to represent one. A of 26 is equal to 0. That is going to be all the 26 characters are going to be 0. Okay, there is no need to write 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma like that. We are representing 0 means all the 26 characters are going to be represented with zeros. Now I'm going to write a logic on this. For I is equal to 0, I less than length, I plus plus. I'm going to write like this. Just observe here, if it is a capital or small, I'm going to write the same logic of previous example again. I'm going to change like this. I'm going to change like this. That means this is not A. I'm going to write it as a here, and it is going to be B. What I am writing here, just observe here. If it is a capital letter or small letter, if it is a capital letter or a small letter, for example, this is a small letter, right? This is the small letter. If it is a small letter, I am going to change the index in A with 1 like that. If it is again repeated, I am going to change it as a, I'm going to represent here, I am going to print, yes, I am going to print here what is A value here. I will show you. I is equal to 0, I less than I less than length, I less than length, I plus plus. I am going to print what is A values after this one. Percentage D space comma E of I. And simply I am going to return, you are going to return 1. For example, I am going to return 1, that's it. Just wait, I will explain. Okay, I am going to give that. For example, this is the input. I'm going to give the input like this. Just observe here. What is this? Okay, sorry for that. I'm writing here length. That is not length. I'm going to write here 26. I'm going to execute it. This is the string here. Just observe here. Is there any 0 values here? Is there any 0 values? Just observe here, students. Is there any 0 values here?
No, sir.
No, then it is going to be a panagram. Then for example, if I'm going to execute it again, I'm going to give the input like this and I'm going to write this is dog. Just observe here, this is 0, this is 0, and this one is also 0, and this one is 0, this one is 0, right? Look at here, there are number of zeros here. There are number of zeros is there. If single zero is there, it is not a panagram. Okay, that is my logic here. Simply, I am going to write a logic on this now. I am going to write a logic on this now. What I am going to write, if a of I is equal to 0, is equal to 0, I am simply return 0. That's it. Simply, if it is 0, any character is 0, I am going to return 0. If it is going to be cross all the ones, all the values, then I am going to return 1 here. That's it, nothing else. Simply I am going to change the program. If I am going to execute it, this is the input, it is going to be a panagram. For example, if I am going to execute it, I am going to give the like this, it is going to be not a panagram. Yes, is it clear everyone what I am doing here? Just note down the function definition, how I am doing here. First of all, what is my task here? I am going to convert, based on this string, I am going to construct one array. What is that array? I am going to find, if the character is A, I am going to change the index value of 1 to 0 to 1. Like that, I am going to count the values. Like this, I am going to change here. That means if the A value is first, initially it is going to be represented with all zeros. After this one, based on the string characters, based on the each character, I am going to modify the values. That means modify 0 to 1 if the character is in the string. If the character is not in the string, I am going to return 0. If all the characters are at least not equal to 0, then I am going to return 1 here. Very simple. Yes, note down the function definition. Note down the function definition. Just note it down fast. Is it finished?
Completed, sir.
Let's note down the main function. Main function is nothing, right? Just we are reading and we are calling that function. That's it. Okay, is it finished?
Yes, sir.
The next one is common count of common characters. Common characters in two strings. Two strings. Count common characters in count underscore common characters in two strings. Count common characters in two strings. That means, for example, this is going to be Sudhir and this is going to be SUDH ER. What are the common characters here? Yes. What is the count? Yes, yes. 1 U D H R. That means it is going to be 5. 5 is the common characters, right? 5 is the common characters in both strings. I am going to find like this. How I am going to write? I should include my header file, my own defined header file. The main. Here we have to read two strings. str1 of 100, str2 of 100. I am going to read here two strings. str1. I am going to read second string here. When we are reading second string, we have to give some space and then we have to read it. str2. We have to write the reading part like this. I am going to write count chars of str1 comma str2, str1 comma str2. I am going to return some count is equal to, that's it. I am going to print here percentage d comma cont count. I am going to declare the count here using some int cont count. This is going to be integer data, integer return type, right? This is the function call. This function call is going to be return count and the input the arguments are two strings. Yes, that count is going to be displayed on the string. That's it, nothing else. And here I'm going to write the function int count underscore chars of star str1 comma char star str2 is the function definition signature. Now what I have to do, I am going to take I for iteration and length 1 comma length 2 for lengths of the length 1 is equal to a string underscore length of str1 is going to be length of str2. Yes, I am going to find like this, and I am going to take here also. What is my logic? First of all, what way I am going to do here, again I am going to take zeros like this, the first string, and the second string also I am going to take zeros like this. All the 26, it is going to be A and this is going to be B, and I am going to convert this as 1, and for example this as 1 and this is also 1, and for example this is 1 and this is 1 like this, and this is 1 and this is 1. I am going to check here based on the characters. I am going to manipulate that array. We already discussed about the last two programs. We are discussing about this type of programs only. Now I am going to check each and every character in these two strings, in these two arrays. 0 is equal to 0. No, I am not counting if it is 0. I am not both are equal, but I am not considering if it is zeros. If it is 1, for example, if it is 1, is it 1? No. If it is 1, then only I am going to check if the B is also 1, then I am going to count it. Okay, I am not counting. For example, here I am counting. Yes, this is 1. Is B is 1? No, not at all. I am not counting here. In this case also I am not counting. But here A is 1 and B is also 1. Then I am going to increment the count. That means how many? Both ones are there here. Both ones are only 2. That means only 2 characters are common here. Only 2 characters are common here. That's simply like this. Okay. This is my algorithm. First of all, I am going to write just look at here in the previous example, in yesterday's example, I am going to copy all the strings, all the code from this, and I am going to move like this. What will happen here? I will explain. Using this first loop, I am going to convert is it capital or small. I am not considering is it capital or small. Based on that one, I am going to make this as 0. 0 becomes 1. If the character is A, I am going to modify the first character as 1. Like that I am going to modify it. That's it. But here not plus plus, here I am going to change it as 1. If it is plus plus, I am getting a small mistake here. What is that? For example, it is yes a for example. In the first string it is going to be a, then it is going to be 2 like this. In the second string is also a, but it is like this one. Then what we have to do here? Okay, we are going to make only plus plus. Okay, only plus plus only. I am going to work with plus plus. How it is going to be? In the second string also I am going to maintain like this. I am going to give the execute it and I will show you what is the output of this one. For I is equal to 0, I less than 26, I plus plus print of percentage d space and a of I. Going to give some percentage slash n here. I'm going to write it again. I is equal to 0, I less than 26, I plus plus. Again I am going to display b characters here, comma b of I. Just simply I am going to return here, return some 100. What is this? I'm not mentioning here. A of 26 is equal to 0, comma b of 26 is equal to 0. Now I am going to execute it. For example, here I am going to write like this, and here also I am like this. Just look at here. Yes, d okay, but here this one's okay, but what is this? A b c d e f g h. H and I are in the first string, but H and I are not in the second string. Okay, and also R and S are okay. What is this? U is also okay. Okay, just forget about this 100. I am returning this 100. That's it, nothing else. In this way, for example, if it is 1, I am going to search is the next character is also 1 or not. In the B character is also 1 or not. Like this, I am going to find if it is 1. Is in the B character is 1? No, not at all. It is not 1. I am not counting here. Yes, here also 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 characters are common here. Total how many characters are common here? 4 characters are common here. Then I am going to develop the logic here based on there is no need of all these things. I am going to write here. I am going to take one more data, that is going to be C. I am going to write C is equal to 0 initially. I am going to take the count. Count is going to be 0. If A of I is equal to 1, and then only I am going to write B of I is equal to 1. This logic is not correct. Okay, I will show you what is the mistake here. If I is equal to 1, then B of I is equal to 1. If both are equal, both are 1, then only I am going, both are not equal. If it is equal, that means it is 0, then also it will be 0. I am not checking like this. If first A of I is 1, then I am going to check is B of I is also 1, then only I am incrementing the count here. After that, after this loop, I am going to return C here. I am going to return C. That's it. I am going to execute it. What is this? No. Here also, here I am not executing. Here I am going to execute it. I am going to give Sudhir and SUDR, for example. The output is going to be 4 characters are common. 4 characters are common, right? But in this input, there is no problem here. As this is going to be executed, no problem. Again, I am going to execute the same problem again, SUDHIR and SUDR. Here, how many characters are common here? There are, for example, I am writing like this. 4 characters are common. S is common, U is common, D is common, and R is common. But it is showing that only 3 is common here. Why it is why it is like looking like this? It is not common here. It is not common. Why it is not common? Why it is not common? S is 2 here. S is 2 in the first string and S is 1 in the second string. But I am writing the logic here as if S of I is equal to 1, then only I am going to check it. Yes, that's why this is the mistake here. If you are doing like this, how many common characters are founding, that count is going to be changed here. Instead of plus plus, I am going to change now it as 1 here. Is equal to 1. Here also I am going to write here also 1. Here also 1. For example, if I am going to execute the same problem again, where it is, sorry, I am going to write here yes. For example, 2 S and 2 R's are there. For example, I am going to write SUDR. How many common characters are there? That is going to be 4 common characters here. There is no need of if there is more than 2 characters, we can easily ignore it. Okay, but one more problem is also is there. For example, I am going to write some 3s and 3r and 2s. For example, here also 2r's and 2s. It is going to be how many common characters are here. Sorry again, I am going to check it. SUDHIR yes, like this. SUDR and R and S. How many common characters are there? It is showing only 4 common characters. But here 2 S are there. The question is different. I am mingling all the questions here. Okay. Here, how many S are there in the first string? How many S? Just mute your call. If you want to answer that, then only unmute it. Here 2 S are there. Here 2 S are there. Here also 2 S are there. Yes. If it is 2S and 2S, I am going to increment not plus 1, I am going to increment it to 2. How many R's in the first character? In the first string, how many R's? 3 R's.
3, sir.
In the second one?
2, sir.
How many common R's?
2, sir.
2 common R's in 2 strings. Then I am going to increment it for 2, not for 1. Okay. Now, based on that one, I am going to implement the same logic. Here, I am not is equal to 1. I am going to plus plus again. I am going to plus plus it again. If it is plus plus, then R becomes 3 in the first row, in the first array, in the second array it is going to be 2 here. I am not writing here. If it is not 1, I am writing. If I am not writing 1 here, what I have to write? If it is not equal to 0, I have to consider it. Here also I am going to write if it is not equal to 0. If both are not equal to 0, then only I am going to write here. This one value is 3 and another value is 2 here. What I have to do? How many common characters here? Common characters are 2 here. How I am going to find it? For example, finding the minimum number, it is very easy, right? For example, if I am going to write if a of I is equal to d of I, if both are equal, then C is equal to A of I or B of I. Anything is no problem here. else else if A of I is greater than B of I. A of I is greater than B of I. That means A of I is greater than. Then I am going to write what is the small one here? B of I. Yes. B of I is the small one. Else C is equal to E of I. I am going to find what is the small one. I am going to not writing like this. I am going to plus here. Every time I am going to write plus. I am going to add it. I am going to add it every time. If both are equal, I can write here B of I or E of I. No problem here. No problem here. No problem. For example, if A of I is greater than B of I, if A of I is greater than B of I means B of I is small. Small means these are the common characters, right? That's why I'm going to add B of I here. Else, that means B of I is greater than E of I. That means E of I is small. That's why I'm writing here C plus is equal to E of I. Now I am going to execute it. Here RR and S. SUDR and S. Just look at here. This is going to be a 6. Why it is a 6? U is 1, D is 1. Okay. Then S is for 2 times, R is for 2 times. Then how many common characters in this string? This is going to be 6 characters. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Note down the code here. It's very lengthy, but it's simple, I think. Just note down up to this one. Note down as clearly, students. Is it finished? Yes, if it is finished, just note down this one. Main logic, this is the main logic here.
Finished.
Finished, right? Then note down the main program. Just understand what I am doing here, okay? The main concept is this one. Why I am writing like this. Algorithm is same for last 3 and 5 programs, 3 to 4 programs, right? But the logic, the small logic is different. That's it. Again, I am going for the similar question again. Similar type of question. What is that? Find the maximum occurring character in the string. Find the maximum occurring character in a string. It is also very similar, very similar. I'm going to find it, but here I'm going to read like this: maximum occurring character sum ch is equal to max underscore char of str. I'm going to print, that is not an integer, that is going to be a character. I'm going to print ch max underscore char is the program. Max underscore char. I am going to take one more, that is going to be ch. I am going to read only one string. I am going to read only one string. I am passing here. I am passing here a function call, and from this string I am going to find what is the maximum character in that string. What is the maximum character in that string? That is my program here. Very similar to the previous programs, no doubt about that. Now what I am going to do here in strings.h, what is the function definition here? This is the function call. I am going to write here, this is going to be return some character, it is going to be return, and name of the program, name of the function is max underscore char, and I am going to write here char star. Now I am going to write some I for iterations, and length 1 is equal to some length is equal to str string underscore length of str is both, and all these are same, and I can write a of 26 is equal to 0. What I am doing here, that's it. Very similar to the previous question, but but small mistakes is there. Okay, I'm going to modify it, modify it into the according problem. Now I'm going to write here, I'm going to change all the characters into e of 0, I'm going to modify into 1 in the previous program. So how I'm going to discuss, but now this is going to be, for example, I'm going to write here for I is equal to 0, I less than 26 and I plus plus. I'm going to print here percentage d space comma e of I. And simply I'm going to return some any character here, return return, for example I'm going to return z. Okay, nothing else. I'm going to execute it. For example, SUDHIR RRR like this, RRR like this. Just observe here what is the maximum here. Just look at in that R value, in that R value there is the, what is the count of that? The count is going to be 4 here. The count is going to be 4. Now I am going to return that R here. How I am going to find it? How I am going to find the R is that, what is the index position? The index position and the count is going to be, the count is 4 for index 4, right? Index 4, index for R. Now I am going to find R here. Instead of I am counting the R, I am going to find the index position. Index position, for example, if it is A, what is the index position? If it is A, what is the index position, students? Anyone? Instead of print, can you get my point or not, students? I am going to print here percentage d comma slash n. I am going to print I comma ampersand e of I. Just again I am going to work it out, SUDHIR like this. This is eighth index, there is no A, right? That's why it is like this. Just look at here, I am giving some 3 R's here. Yes, what is the index position of R? What is the index position of R here? That is going to be 17. That is going to be 17. For example, I am going to give here just with R here and again some like this. Just look at here. What is A value here? A value is 3. What is the index here? What is the index of A? Index of A is 0. But I am going to return not 0 here. I am going to return the character I am going to return. What value I am going to return here? For example, instead of Z, for example, it is I is going to be some 0. For example, what I am going to return here? 0. For example, it is going to be 0 plus 65. I am going to return 0 plus 65. Yes, I am going to return here some 0 plus 65. I am executing here some AAA and CCC, some CC like this. What it is going to be written, just observe here, 0 plus 65, that is going to be A here. That means I am going to find the index here. For example, I am going to find the index here. I am going to find that index and I am going to return I plus 65. That's it, nothing else. Is it clear, everyone, what I am doing here? I am going to find the index of that character. What is the biggest number in that value? What is the biggest value in that index? I am going to find that index and I am going to return I plus 65 or 97, no problem. Or 97, no problem. 97 means it is going to be give small values. If it is 65, I am going to give bigger values. That's it, nothing else. Then how I am going to write here? The return value is fixed here. Here I am going to write a small logic, which is the largest one. Which is the largest one here I am going to write. I am going to take some max and max index. Some max value is equal to 0 and max index is also 0, for example. Max index is also 0. I am going to maintain max value 0 and max index is also 0. And if I am going to write here max is less than, if max is less than E of I, that means E of I is bigger, then I am going to write max is equal to E of I and max index is equal to I. That's it. Nothing else. Then I am going to return what is the max index here? Max index is Mi. Mi plus 65. I am simply returning that Mi plus 65. That's it. I am finding the maximum value. Based on that maximum value, I am going to place the index of maximum value. That's it, nothing else. Now I am going to execute it. For example, yes, and RR like this. Just observe here, it is going to be maximum value is going to be yes here. For example, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E like this. It is going to be A is the maximum times occurred in a string here. Is it okay, everyone? What I am doing here? This is the logic here.
Yes,
I am
sir.
going to find what is the maximum value. If I am going to find maximum value, at the same time I am finding the maximum index also. That's it. Yes, note down the function definition. Note down the function definition. Yes, note down it. I'm using same logic every time, but small changes. Let's note it down, everyone. Is it finished? Here we can return like this also, Mi plus 97 also we can return. Write down that one also. You can return MI plus 65 or MI plus 97 based on the question. For example, if you are going to return a small value, we have to return like that. Is it finished? Yes, then note down the main program here. Main program is nothing here. We are reading the string, we are passing that. That's it, nothing else. That's it.